many people are sending me DMs about Hiten, what is string theory and what is strings in string theory. So I'm not a string theorist, but I can explain a few basics about it. Okay, so the world around you, you're looking at contents of material particles, right? And those material particles are, as a huge structure, are made up of molecules. Each of those molecules having some molecular bond among them, and we have atoms to make those molecules. We have subatomic particles to make that atom as an entity. Now those subatomic particles contain again subparts, but we find a limit how deep we can dive there. That limit is elementary particles, because we think like they have no subparts right over there, and we can't dive deeper than that. Okay, so for example, an electron, we don't know actually what it is exactly made up of. Now string, and same question we ask for neutrinos, quarks, and many other elementary particles in the universe. Now what string theory says that, that we have a string, and this vibration in the string, let me tell you after the words like what the string is. Okay, so we have a, let's say have a string, and the vibration in the string creates its own particle. Now that particle be like, each each tone of the string will create a new particle. Like for example, on a guitar string you have, and each uh, each different music, every different music creates its own tone. The same way as the string on string, string theory, what we have there is that each tone produces its own particle. So and what that the ideal string is. So imagine the four-dimensional space-time, and a point on this four-dimensional space-time represent a particle. Okay. Uh, Now we can't really imagine four-dimensional space-time, so at least you can imagine two dimensions of space and one dimension of time. All right. So what we have there is, imagine like there's a point on four-dimensional space-time, and due to the flowing nature of space-time as entirety, what we have is that the line, the same point tracing a line. Now we call it a world line. Okay. Now imagine, instead of just imagining that point as the point in our space-time, imagine a kind of string-like structure, like a, not a loop, but just like a string-like structure, which is one dimensional structure, in this fabric of space-time. And now that one-dimensional structure, traces an area as the space-time flows. Now that one-dimensional structure is nothing but a string. So when we have the vibration in the string, we have different kind of notes there, different kind of tones there. So different kind of tones produce different kind of particles. So that's what exactly the string is, and which is responsible for the existence of subatomic particles.